It's on! It is on. Hello and welcome everyone to the November 8th episode of Disney Trivia Live. My name is Doobie. Of Disney Parks Talk Live. My name is Doobie, and we are here to talk about Disney Parks with you. Joining me, I, by the way, am the co-founder of Laughing Place. I like to mention that because really that's all I've got left in life. You get to be my age. So I am the co-founder of Laughing Place. To my left over there, even though I'm pointing to my right, is my wife, Rebecca, the other co-founder.
Hi.
And the only other thing I really have left. And then down below us, the guy who now gets all the cool media events, that would be Mike Celestino.
Yay!
I just realized that the way Darth Vader's castle is positioned above my head, it makes it look like I have horns.
Let's all get a better look at that.
Are we sure that's an accident or is that indicative? like that little foreshadowing that the director does in a movie to kind of give you a hint of what's ahead in the timeline.
Subtle, very subtle. So we are going to play. Nope, we're not. We are going to do. My goodness. So some of you may not realize this, but daylight savings time happened yesterday, and we're all just tired because it should be an hour later. I should be at home watching Manning Night Football with a cup of cocoa. But I'm not. I'm doing Disney Parks Talk Live. So first of all, very important, if you are in the chat and have any questions or any comments about Disney Parks, or you just want to applaud us, which we appreciate, please.
That's a wave.
I choose to be applauded. Just let us know. Use the chat
What's
for
the
that.
sound of one hand clapping?
Thank you, Mike. That's exactly what that is. All right. Let us know in the chat. We do our best to accommodate. We know everything about Disney Parks. Anything you can ask, I'm sure we know the answer. If we don't, we will happily make it up. So I think the top story right now is the fact that Disney Parks have been taken over by another division of the company. And that is happening on November 12th, which is Friday, 8-9, which is Saturday, 8-9, which is Friday. Thank you, Gio. On Friday, Disney Plus Day, November 12th, the second anniversary of the launch of Disney Plus, the parks are really becoming a part of it this year. I mean, a huge part of it. So, first of all, you will need to prove that you're a Disney Plus member. So now is a great time to subscribe. They even have a special right now. No more free trials at Disney Plus, but what is it? $2, $1, $2? Tony, are you there? For a 1 month, for your first month membership. So they're really trying to get people to come on back.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So
I'm just upset that there are going to be advertisements in a Disney park.
This never happens. This never happens.
Do you want to know a secret? What's the best Disney secret?
I was thinking of like House of the Future brought to you by whatever GE or whatever
Monsanto. Or Sleeping Beauty Castle 3 years before the movie came out.
See, those are really, to me, Sleeping Beauty Castle, super subtle. The Monsanto, that's way more just kind of like there. What other purpose is it serving? But and then like the Disney secret, where it was like on the back of part mats, it was buttons, it was stickers. You even had people that would say to you, "Hey, do you want to know a secret?"
But at least that was parks related. It's not like they would advertise a movie that blatantly.
Actually, I think my favorite is when you're exiting the Indiana Jones Adventure queue and you see that sign above you that says "Great rewards await those who choose wisely" or something. It used to say AT&T, I think, underneath it. Yeah. And now AT&T no longer sponsors that attraction, but they left the rest of it up there, and it's just like, well, that's odd. That's not like a Indiana Jones thing or whatever. I don't know.
Or
that's weird.
long ago, didn't you used to hear all the glories of Dole as you would wait for the
they had a video telling you all about Hawaii,
and it was all the glories of Dole pineapple, but not the pineapple. It went beyond the pineapple itself. It was also just Dole in general. So
it was, I think, in fact, I believe that was the year he was running for president, and they even had some campaign ads up there. Bob Dole, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, Disney Plus Day at the parks, November 12th, Friday. Among the things, a half-hour early entry. These are for Disney Plus members only. A half-hour early entry.
They're going to roll out a blue carpet.
At
Disney Studios, at Disney Hollywood Studios, and some at Disney Resort. But I can't remember. Was it at Disneyland Resort? Was it Disneyland Park or DCA? Do you remember?
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Okay.
Mm-hmm. and they're going to have special photo pass pluses and special characters, Disney Plus characters, favorite Disney Plus characters. So I'm hoping Emilio Estevez, I know he's got time. I'm hoping he shows up at the parks. That would be really fun to see. So
one of the things that caught my eye, Juby, in the announcement was that the Grogu filter that's coming to those Genie Plus lenses is actually going to be available for free that day, and you don't have to be within a park. So you'll be able to, like, at home you can have pictures with Grogu, or out and about you can have pictures with Grogu. So I'm expecting to see lots of Grogu in my timeline on Friday. So
I think Mike I
got Grogu right here.
Yeah, you've always got Grogu in your timeline.
This is also happening. Disneyland Paris, the Disney Studios park in Paris. They're having a lot of the same stuff. They're also having a special celebration snack with every menu purchase at Restaurant en Coulisses. About that. So
I was trying to think, how quickly could I put my hands on a Grogu, because, you know, like with Mike going here and here, look, all my I just remembered I've got my Grogu Chia Pet right in the hallway. So he's right there. It's like 7 steps I can get a hold of a Grogu.
I don't think I have a Grogu around. I'm feeling pretty left out here.
I think that was the title. The title of the first episode of The Mandalorian actually was "How quickly can I put my hands on a Grogu?"
True story. So that's exciting. Something, you know, we've always wondered. With a lot of us were thinking, you know, it's funny. A lot of us were thinking when Disneyland rolled out their new membership programs that maybe there'd be a level that included Disney Plus, and instead Disney Plus is kind of crossing over to the parks in a different way. But it's still that same kind of synergies that you're very, very used to Disney happening, and it's nice to see. You know, Disney Plus, like it or not, is the biggest thing the company has going right now. It's their future is banked on it as much as anything else, and I really hope this comes off more as a perk than an advertisement. And we shall find out. Mike is going to be in the park on Friday. I'm sure Jeremiah. Oh, I didn't even mention Jeremiah. I'm sure Jeremiah will be in the parks on Friday. So it's going to be fun to see how that plays out. Jeremiah, by the way, our normal.
Sorry, I was going to agree with you and say, like, I feel like most of the people who are going to be there are already Disney Plus subscribers. So as far as like advertisement goes, it feels like more of like a little bonus than
yeah, which is cool. Nothing to complain about there. I should have mentioned. I was so on DTL. Down below me, that's Mike Celestino. He is my son, 12 years old, and we're very happy to have him as the host of our show. No, he is the correspondent for Star Wars and Southern California theme parks. And Jeremiah Good, vice president of missing some episodes, is not here with us today. So we will soldier on without him.
He's at the parks. So he's working on some additional content for Laughing Place, and he wasn't able to make it to this particular time, but you'll see his work popping up on Twitter here in a little while. And so, yeah, and he's been busy out and about all day today over at Downtown Disney. He was stopped by for the Disney Princess, the concert. They had a meet and greet with the actresses and Broadway professionals who perform those roles. They're doing a touring concert that got postponed because of the COVID scenarios. So they actually came to Disney Springs, and they did a signing hosted by Pandora. And then they also, there was a on-stage event as well. I haven't read his piece yet, but here's a little sneak peek at what Jeremiah put up on Twitter for us.
And
seems like he had an obstructed view.
Every seat in the house is great. By the way, Rebecca, thank you for reminding me we share screens here, because I completely forgot on that last story. So. No
worries. There wasn't much visual to go along with Disney Plus Day.
Well, there is for this one. So Jeremiah is at Disney Springs, as we said, and he was able to see the Christmas tree stroll, which is going on over there right now. So you get a little map and little stickers, so you can mark your spots, and then you travel around and see all the trees all over Disney Springs themed to various movies. And it's interesting. So initially when they did the Christmas tree stroll at Disney Springs, they had it all in one spot, and you just kind of meander through one spot. And then last year they spread it all over the resort, all over Disney Springs. My assumption being because of COVID, it makes more sense to spread it out. So interesting, this year they have continued to spread it out, which I think just makes more sense in general. Get people that way, people can enjoy it all over the place. And if you really want to do the stroll, you're going to hit a lot more stores. So I'm sure the vendors appreciate this. So that is now there at Disney Springs. Go check it out. And
Go ahead, sorry. And it was really nice to see the various details that they brought to life in the trees to celebrate the themes. With Coco, you have the marigold garland, and then lyrics of the songs are woven throughout the tree limbs. If you scroll down, Doobie, that's the Disney Plus tree, and it was actually movie posters of various Christmas themed or Christmas set programs that you can find on Disney Plus, including the upcoming Hawkeye.
And Noel does not have any sequels. I'm very disappointed, but at least it got a spot on the tree. Over here, of course, is the main Christmas tree at Disney Springs. So I like the stroll. I remember the stroll, really, the precursor to the stroll was Animal Kingdom Camp Mini Mickey. And they used to have character-themed trees all throughout there. And it was fun to go through and try to figure out what they all were. Almost as much fun as me trying to figure out how to get rid of the screenshot. So, and of course, they closed down Camp Mini Mickey to make way for Pandora. But happily, they brought it over and expanded it at Disney Springs. And the Christmas tree stroll is one of my favorite parts of a Disney Christmas. Mike, do you have a Christmas tree in your home come the season?
We have, it's kind of like a 3 foot tall, maybe not even that big, maybe like 2.5 feet tall fake one that we put up every year.
Do you Star Warsize it?
We have a bunch of different ornaments from all sorts of stuff. The parks, there's a few Star Wars ones, some like personal memory stuff. And yeah, there is some Star Wars represented. Yes.
Oh, nice. I'm surprised. I thought because of the cats, Mike was going to be like, no.
We have this like spray. It's like orange scented cat spray that makes them not want to chew on things or whatever.
Oh, nice.
We spray the whole thing with it.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
And we put it on our coffee table so it's up higher.
That's lovely.
Rebecca uses a similar spray with me.
It doesn't work.
At bay. All right, so continuing on at Walt Disney World, November 18th. I am excited for this and really sad that I'm not there to be able to experience it for a while. Drawn to Life, the replacement or the new Cirque du Soleil show replacing La Nuba. And it was fun reading Jeremiah's article on this. La Nuba was 3 days away. Drawn to Life was 3 days away from opening last year in 2020 when everything happened. And so obviously it got shut down, and finally it's about to open on November 18th, Mickey Mouse's birthday. And so Jeremiah got to go there and preview 2 new acts that they are bringing to the show. The first one is a unicycle act, and it is themed to Pinocchio. Sorry, there we go. And,
now, just to put this within context, these are not costumed individuals. These are the performers in like practice gear. When this show is on, my understanding is that we're going to see oversized wardrobes so that they appear to be fairies, in essence, floating about the stage, with utilizing these unicycles to give them that flowing presence. It's going to initially be the story of Pinocchio.
Yes.
Because the storyline is going to take us from the reality of what it is to be an animator. You have a story, you have maybe a book or a poem or some imagery, and then you take that with pencil and pen and draw and bring these drawings to life. And so they're going to kind of take us through that process by way of the Cirque du Soleil imagery. It sounds really incredible.
Yeah, and this one is called This one is called Garden of Lines, the unicycle act. And then the second act, oh my, could Doobie be any happier? They are bringing, it's called the Old Mill. I can't believe I said meal. That's the way my son says it. The Old Mill, and it's a double wheel act. And you guys have seen this act before, I'm sure, at circuses. It's a very common act, although not always this elaborate. My personal favorite circus act, bar none. We got to take a tour of Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus one time. and our tour guide was the guy who does this show, and I was so excited. It was so awesome when I got to watch him do the show later. It was so cool.
It was wonderful. He was an excellent storyteller and host, and talking with him about his life within the circus and everything was really an amazing opportunity. But once again, we're going to be having costuming. That's a story of owls, right? You've seen the animated featurette. That's a story with owls, and they have these really beautiful and adorable owl costumes. And Jeremiah has also shared some pictures that maybe Doobie will touch on of the owl plush that they're going to be selling at the store next door once you're done with the show. But it sounds so great. I'm excited. See, there's the owl from the short.
Yeah, and of course, this is based on animation. So this is, La Nuba was kind of a general Cirque du Soleil show that they brought at Disney. This one is created with Disney. Famed animator Eric Goldberg is creating new animation, and it's going to be most definitely a Disney-themed show. And I'm excited to see how Cirque du Soleil does that. And it opens November 18th.
And La Nuba opened before Cirque du Soleil had started branching into more broad-based IP, for lack of a better word. That's the only word I can think of to use. Because now you have, like Cirque du Soleil based on the music of Michael Jackson, as I recall, based on the music of the Beatles. That really wasn't anything that we'd seen.
Didn't they do a Tone Loc show?
La Nuba came.
Didn't they do a Tone Loc Cirque du Soleil? I'm pretty sure. Not happening? No. Okay.
I don't think
Not
so.
bad.
So yeah, have you seen a Cirque du Soleil, Celestino, Mike?
I have seen the one that was at Hollywood and Highland, and it was based on the movie, like the concept of the movies. I don't remember what it was called, but my ex-roommate was a projectionist for the show, and he got me in for free. Me and my dad and my half sister went to see it.
Vin Diesel? The movies.
My dad, Vin Diesel?
No, the movies. The popcorn.
Yeah, no, Doobie's a big fan of Cirque du Soleil. It was actually one of our. Was it
our first date?
It was our
very
first
date with Cirque du Soleil in Santa Monica Pier.
Cirque du Soleil.
I would like to see the Beatles one. I'm a big Beatles fan. I think that would probably be pretty cool. And I think Funky Cole Medina would be great.
See, Tone Loc. I think he has one. They just do the same two songs over and over, Wild Thing and Funky Cole Medina.
So I'm very eager. I'm very eager to see Drawn to Life, and woohoo! And it comes November 18th, Mickey's birthday.
Birthday, and then Cirque du Soleil merchandise is already for sale at Disney Springs. So here's some of it, including nope, can't see that. Let's take two. Cirque du Soleil merchandise is already for sale at Disney Springs, and there's some of it, including the aforementioned owl that Rebecca was just talking about.
It's so adorable.
There, yeah. So.
And then they have various dream, believe in your dream kind of line of merchandise, and then the other one is draw your reality. So just really cool messaging and inspirational, stuff there at Cirque du Soleil, because that's part of what happens when you see Cirque du Soleil. It's very inspiring, uplifting, kind of makes you think a little bit, as well as just overall enjoyable. So I'm excited.
That's what my before picture here. That's nice to see. So Kidder with the fact, we'll let you guys decide. Beatles tribute band used to be at the Tomorrowland stage at Disneyland. Does that count as a fun fact, Mike?
Definitely fun fact. I love those guys. The Hard Day's Night used to hang out for their shows all the time.
They were really good. I remember that.
I hope Tony Betty, as you may not know, works for Laughing Place. I hope he gets a chance to see that show and talk about it purely from an animation perspective. Mm-hmm. Whatever that can do. I'm not even sure what that means, but he is so brilliant and so creative. I feel like he could really bring a different point of view to that, and I would love to read that article.
Well, and for Tony, it's going to hit really personally, as he shared the other day talking about it. He's very excited about the idea of in the future someday being a dad with a daughter, and that's really what this show is focusing on. So for him, it's he's also excited about that side of things as well. So and I think the whole idea that it's touching on that familial relationship and the kind of the generation passing along a skill or a craft to the next within this is also really a great idea, because most Disney World vacations. It's a lot about building new family traditions and that kind of thing. So I think that's a really neat idea. And I hate it
Yes.
when other podcasters use a really neat idea. I'm like, choose a different adjective, but oh well.
Fabo. It's a Fabo idea. Mike Celestino, do you have fond memories of visiting Walt Disney World or Disneyland with your family?
Absolutely.
Nice to hear. All right. I do too. Disneyland was our place. We'd go about twice a year. Get there, wake up. Mom, when are we leaving? When are we leaving? Probably get there about 2:00. Immediately go have a long lunch, ride a ride or two, leave about 6. Yep, that's life in my neighborhood. All right, moving right along. But we went twice a year, so I still feel like I got to do something. Let's go over to the West Coast, where Mike Celestino is an expert, although he hasn't seen this yet. The Eternals characters are at Disney California Adventures. So, have you seen this movie, Mike?
I have. I attended the world premiere. I can say that.
Oh, I think it's safe to say that now.
For Laughing Place this time.
So Circe, Kingo, and Fastos. Who are those? Are those three? Do you know the order of those here?
Circe's in the middle. Kingo is on the left because that's the Kumail Nanjiani character, and then the guy on the right would be Fastos because it's the dude from Atlanta playing him in the movie.
Oh, the streaming show Atlanta. Cool.
Yeah, he's
Very
Paperboy.
cool.
And you know, I am so happy that they have really taken advantage of Avengers Campus, and as soon as a new movie comes out or a new Disney streaming thing comes out, the characters are there. That makes me so happy because these characters aren't at Walt Disney World, but they are at Adventures Campus, and that's very exciting.
I'll be there on Friday, I think, so I'll check it out and try to get some pics, maybe a video.
Awesome. Yeah.
And
I'm excited to hear your take next week too.
And they're also showing a preview for Eternals at both Disney World and Disney California Adventure, Hollywood Studios, One Man's Dream, and the the Showcase Theater in Hollywoodland. And they also have costumes from the film there. So it's almost like going to the El Capitan, except you don't see the entire movie. And Tony, Betty, Marsha, Will, and Holly. I'm not sure why you said this.
I think you used the words routine expedition.
Thank you, Tony. It was the greatest earthquake ever known. Were you a big fan of Land of the Lost, Mike?
That was a little bit before my time, but I certainly know what it is.
Too young to experience the joy and wonder of Land of the Lost.
I know what a slee stack is. So
Yes.
I'll just
Yeah.
What was the name of the nice
Chaka.
one that? No, not Chaka. The nice the dinosaur that became her friend.
Dopey.
Who didn't have a crush on Holly?
And then Grumpy was the other one that they always had to run away from.
So I was going to ask Mike Chaka or Sleestack, but he doesn't even know who Chaka is. So
I don't. Sorry.
Chaka is a
Neanderthal baby.
A Neanderthal boy that they try and help educate.
I keep wanting to say Danger Will Robinson, but that's Lost in Space.
No,
that's the wrong
Lost
Will. Wrong Will.
Yep. Nope. This would rotate with various other programs, right? So sometimes you'd tune in and you'd get Land of the Lost, but then other times it would be something else, right? It was part of like that rotation of varying shows.
Was it? I don't remember that.
No, I'm asking because I can't remember because I feel it was during. I feel like some days you'd get Land of the Lost, some days you get Sid and the Sea Monster. So
was Land of the Lost
was it what?
Sid and Marty Krofft? Was that a Land of the Lost one of their?
I believe so. I believe it's part of their universe.
I would like confirmation of that. That's Chaka, by the way. So, in case you were wondering what Chaka looked like, he was actually an animatronic.
Far Out Space Nuts. That was Ruth Buzzy and Jim Neighbors.
See, I figure like that and HR Puffin stuff rotated. But I think Land of the Lost was its own thing. Tony, let us know Land of the Lost. Is that a Sid and Marty Krofft production? I know it's a Will Ferrell production.
I know it's a Sid and Marty Krofft. I just wasn't sure if it was part of the rotation because it is definitely Sid and Marty Krofft.
All right. Just to be sociable, I will take your word.
Deep dive into Saturday morning television.
On the West Coast, Web Slingers, which has been a virtual queue attraction from day one, kind of no longer is. They now have standby queue, subject to virtual queue, but from what I've been able to gather on the interwebs, It's pretty much just been standby queue since they made the switch late last week. You happy about that, Mike?
I think so. I do find it a little bit of a pain, the whole virtual queue process. I know Tony will agree with me on that. I find myself not doing it more than doing it. So I'll be happy to just kind of be able to make the decision of whether I want to wait in that line or not. I kind of hope that happens with Rise of the Resistance out here too. I know that's happened already down at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have wait times here on LP, so I can kind of track them. And it looks like it kind of, during the peak time, range from about an hour to 85 minutes. So clearly, very, very manageable times. And
honestly, that's not too much longer than you wait after going back to answer your text or whatever. Once they call you and you go back, and you still got to go through that whole outdoor queue. So it's not. I can't imagine an hour is much longer than I was waiting already. So
hopefully, that's just it. We're done with the virtual queue there, and we can get standby queue. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. Virtual queues, especially with Genie Plus and Genie and the whole thing, virtual queues. When they get rid of it for Ratatouille in about a month, again, my bold prediction, it will never be seen again. Virtual queues are a thing of the past.
Oh no, you're wrong on that, but it's okay.
I'm right. We know it.
The concept of a virtual queue I'm okay with. The process of getting the boarding group is a real pain, I gotta say.
For my experience using the virtual queue process at Universal Orlando Resort, so much better. I used it for Hagrid's whatever that motorcycle ride was, and it was great because I booked it I was able to tell it what time I wanted to.
Yeah, I've done it for the Secret Life of Pets at Universal here, and it worked.
Much different experience.
And then what happened with me was my son Gideon was enjoying playing at the playground with his cousins more than I expected, and I was actually able to go in, and there were still times available later, so I was actually able to reschedule myself because they still had it didn't sell out, so I was able to actually reschedule myself. I know that's availability based. So if it had sold out, I'd have been locked into that time. But that was I actually ended up doing that 2 more times, pushing it out. And so, it was really awesome. I like I said, I was very impressed with my Universal Orlando experience with a virtual queue option. Yes, we know. No, Tony is legendarily anti virtual queue. Disney virtual queue. I don't know how he feels about Universals. Because it's very different. Because Disney's is very much roll the dice. You come when they tell you.
When you hear or say roll the dice, is the next thing that always goes through your mind move your mice? Roll the dice, move your mice. Isn't that like Mousetrap commercial? That's what I hear every time. Roll the dice, move your mice. Yeah.
I think of Oogie Boogie. Whenever I say roll the dice now, I think of Oogie Boogie.
Why?
He's got those dice. I actually have them in the other room.
Yeah.
Mike, is there anything you don't own?
That's like
anything at all?
Plenty of stuff. Long wish list.
And they keep coming out with more Lego stuff for you to add to.
Home Alone Lego house I don't have yet.
Oh man, I want that.
With real traps, right?
Real traps for your fingers.
That looks so cool. So although I don't have the Disneyland train station. I think I want the Disneyland train station more than I want Home Alone.
Oh, I've got that one.
See, yeah, no.
I don't get Legos.
I think when you're a parent, you feel guilty buying toys for yourself. So I haven't bought that one.
That's why I'll never have children.
Wow. Mike, on Friday, Christmas starts at Walt Disney. Nope, Christmas starts at the Disneyland Resort.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be there?
I will be there, and I'll be there the night before for the first of the Merriest Nights holiday parties. After hours ticketed event.
Yay!
At Disneyland Park, Thursday, November something.
11th.
And
what state is that in again?
The Golden State.
What are you most looking forward to in regards to the merriest event you're heading off to?
Remind me of some of the things that
No,
are
no.
happening.
Okay, you think about holidays at Disneyland, and what is something when
We
you
like the
when holidays
snow,
come to
the
Disneyland, what are you
soapy
excited for?
snow on Main Street.
Are they doing Believe
lights.
magic on Holiday Magic? No.
I don't know. I'm sorry. This is why when you said at the top that we know everything about theme parks, I was like, don't speak for yourself.
This is why you're going, so you can experience it. You don't need to know it before it
I
starts.
find out when I'm there, you know.
Yeah.
I should really look into it so I'm prepared beforehand.
Right.
But
you want to experience it like any other guest. No spoiler alert. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Sorry, that's something.
One thing we know they're going to have. Speaking of stuff stuck in your teeth, is food. And so we have our foodie guide to the holidays at Disneyland Resort. You can check that out. There's so many choices. I'm just going to scroll a little bit, maybe ask some questions. Mike, I know you're not the biggest cookie eater in the world, but when you do you have trouble eating? Do you have trouble eating faces?
No, you know, we have so I can't eat regular cookies because I have celiac disease, but my wife makes gluten-free cookies for me, and we have Star Wars cookie cutters that you can make look like Yoda or Darth Vader or whatever, and I eat those all the time, so I don't have a problem with eating faces.
Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Ooh, that looks yummy.
So they are going all out on the churros this year.
Wow.
Chocolate cinnamon, groom churro, duo of dark and milk chocolate, a bride churro, which is vanilla and sugar, pink coconut churro, which is pink. Oh, yes. I want this one so bad. So, Rebecca, anything sound good to you?
Not churros. I don't like churros.
What is wrong with you?
Ooh, those look good. Ooh,
yeah.
whatever that thing is underneath the smothered beef. I mean, the smothered beef looks good, but the that looks really yummy. What is
peppermint mocha frap?
Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, and they also have a caramel pecan brownie parfait at Galactic Grill. Oh, these are all over at Galactic Grill. Oh, those all sound good.
This looks great.
Is it weird that they never renamed the Galactic Grill back to Tomorrowland Terrace? I thought that was just for like Season of the Force back like 6 years ago or something.
Well, that is weird. Yes, I agree.
Is that what they? Oh no, I guess they call that the Tomorrowland stage, huh? Ooh, some sort of a jolly holiday.
Look at this sandwich. What's on there?
It has cranberries.
Roasted turkey stuffing, gravy, and cranberry. See, I'm a vegetarian, but I really feel like this Thanksgiving, I'm going to start going with the turkey and gravy and get some of this stuff in.
Okay.
What do you think, Rebecca? Is that okay with you?
Yep, totally fine with me.
Yeah, because this sandwich looks really, really good.
That sandwich does look really good. It's my favorite. I think that's all of my worlds, like that's my favorite food.
Yeah, like, I always know one way to make Rebecca happy is to grab one of those at Starbucks and surprise her with it.
Yeah, the turkey sandwich. Yeah, I like turkey. I like turkey and stuffing and cranberries. I like all of it together.
Oh, holiday great stuff. Yeah, but it's got holiday sprinkles on it.
Oh, that looks fun.
How about that? We need to import Mac out to try all of this stuff.
Yeah. No, Alex is going.
But Alex can only eat so much. Matt could literally have every single one of these.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I mean.
Alex has been doing really well at not gaining that COVID
right.
deadliness that we
all. Yeah, last time I saw him, he had a restrictive diet as well. Yes. So I don't know how well we're gonna do with food pictures on Friday.
Matt could do all of these. All right, I love this pineapple thing.
Hey, I'd eat it all. I'm fine.
You're my wife. I got to keep you in check.
What's that tiki mug there? I didn't know about that.
So that Santa. Is it?
It looks like a Santa to me.
It's from Trader Sam's.
I thought it was like a nutcracker type.
There it is. See, a nutcracker tiki. You're right.
Oh.
Spice liqueur, coffee liqueur in a nutcracker tiki.
Yeah, I knew Mike like that.
Now I see the nutcracker. I was seeing the beard, so that I went naturally beard Christmas Santa.
But see, I see this looks like a little ship's wheel here, so I thought this was Kirk Douglas. But I guess
no, because it's got the little hat and everything. Ooh, and some sort of
Kirk Douglas from what?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Fatal Attraction.
I think he's thinking James Mason, but the only actor name he knows in association with 20,000 Leagues is Kirk. So that's what he
Does
went
the
with.
Nautilus have a big ship's wheel like that, where they steer it like this?
It does in Juby's head. It might, for all I know. I don't even recall anymore.
I know.
It must.
What do you
I
think? He
can't
steers it
imagine
with the
not.
organ? He must have a wheel. Of
That
course
feels
it
that
does.
feels so necessary for any nautical movie.
Look at this. Tony knows what I'm talking about.
I've seen that movie within the last few years, and the only thing I remember from it is being disturbed by how they were handling the giant turtles and other animals they were kidnapping from the ocean when they're dragging them back to the submarine.
Yeah, it's a little strong-armed.
The El Capitan sometimes will show classic movies. And I remember years and years ago we went to see 20,000 Leagues there. Having never seen it before, I chose to go see it in a darkened theater at night. You can guess how well that worked out. How much of that I saw. It's not the most thrilling movie in the world.
Maybe fell asleep.
And it is long. It is quite long. So we have a similar foodie guide for the Festival of the Holidays, which are occurring at Disney California Adventure. One of our first live streams ever, and still, in my opinion, the best walk in the park we've ever done, was when Eat Nothing Mike walked through. Which event was that?
Festival Holidays, maybe?
Maybe.
Or Food and Wine at DCA?
I think it was Food and Wine, and it was dark. You could barely see anything, and Mike couldn't eat anything, but it was just so much fun.
I think I was giddy from fatigue, too, which is always fun.
The banter between you and Mike was wonderful, right? It was you and Mike, yeah. It was really fun.
I think we were going to all the art booths and making fun of all the artwork and stuff.
You were having a good time. I remember you guys having way too much fun with the booth names because they were all very DCA.
Yeah, that's right.
Very, very DCA corny. So yeah, that was a fun one.
I have a question about Disneyland Christmas that we haven't talked about yet. Is the Small World holiday coming back this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Is it going to be open Thursday night for the party, you think?
I would think so.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
You pay extra for a party. You got to have Small World holiday.
That's one of my other favorites for the season.
It is infinitely better than the real Small World, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I like it more than the regular one.
Yeah. Do you prefer Mansion or Holiday Mansion?
I prefer Original Mansion, but I do like Haunted Mansion Holiday. I just wish they would reduce the amount of time it takes up for the year, but we've talked about this.
All right, so now we need to break the tie. Do you prefer Original Country Bear or Country Bear Christmas?
I never saw the Christmas version.
Rebecca, which do you prefer?
Oh, the Vacation Hoedown.
That wasn't one of the choices.
Original. No, I know Holiday was nice, but Original was good. I don't know. I like them all. I don't have a choice there. But I was going to ask, what Disney attraction would you, if someone came to you and said, we have to put a holiday overlay on a Disneyland attraction, what would you throw on to the holiday fire?
That is a good question. What comes to your mind, Mike? Anything right away?
Yeah, Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Would put a little Santa hat on Kylo Ren or something?
That'd be hysterical.
Yeah. Serious answer would probably be, well, we already had Jungle Cruise. Can you come back to me? Space Mountain.
Autopia?
Jeffrey says Autopia. That'd be fun.
That would be nice.
If you put a lot of Christmas trees around and stuff that you could look at and things like that. That'd be nice.
Put a big star on top of the Matterhorn and dress up the Yeti as Santa Claus and add some music inside. Like when you're going up the hill, ding, 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 ding. I think that would work. There you go. Instead of Harold, he'll be Ho-Ho.
No, it could be the snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the hat.
Yeah.
With the Burl Ives snowman.
Nope. That'd be fun.
I think that would work.
Disney doesn't
That's
own
my
that
choice.
Isn't that just the snowman from Monsters, Inc.? Oh.
Yeah.
Not
it's
quite.
from the snowman from Elf.
Now, what
Mike,
did you pick one?
I did. I said the Matterhorn.
Oh, Matterhorn. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Does Mike also think Jingle All the Way is the best Christmas movie?
I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through.
You've only seen Jingle halfway?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, they could. What if they re-themed Space Mountain? So it would be Santa left something behind, and you have to hurry and catch up with his sleigh so that Timmy doesn't get his Christmas. So Timmy gets his Christmas present.
That
This
might be
is the
pretty
solution
good,
for
actually.
our
Swimming through space to save Christmas.
like Tomorrowland supply chain adventure.
Instead of stars, it could be snowflakes all around.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony has an actual really good answer.
Very Mary Pooh year, yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would describe 2020 pretty well. Thrown over California with Santa. No, I like Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh would be good.
I like my Space Mountain idea. I'm now excited about this new holiday overlay.
They're not going to do it. All right. We have some actual good news here, something that they really are doing. And this was such a huge surprise and so exciting. Going on the Disney Cruise Line, one of our favorite things to do, they announced something new for the Disney Wish, and it is the Hero Zone, aka the Wipeout course. Check this out. And this is not just for kids, by the way. This is for families. And you are going to go on why didn't they just call it Wipeout? They own the property. It's on ABC. But they're theming it to The Incredibles, and they're calling it the Hero Zone, and there's just tons of fun-looking stuff. And I know Gideon can't wait to do this.
It looks like fun. I'm excited by the fact that it's multiple ages. I'm also excited by the fact that they're bringing more activities aboard that involve the whole family. Because while I do love that, one of the things about the Disney cruise is that you can see each other as a family to eat and then go your varying ways. The idea that there is something of more active interest to do kind of as a family unit beyond a trivia contest or draw a character. That'll be it's much needed. I know we one time dined with a family where the kids were very frustrated by the lack of a rock wall or a zip line. They wanted something physical to do while we were on board. And Tony points out the upper viewing, like a Coliseum gladiator pit. Yeah.
And from that gladiator pit, you can watch them bust through a brick wall during Mr. Incredible's Power Punch. Jack's Whack-A-Rack will pit Rocky and his raccoon friends, players against them. Do you remember those from Incredibles too? I don't, but that's what the copy says. Elastigirl Stretch-O-Rama. Oh, and the most exciting part, this is also going to be the new location for Jack's Diaper Dash. So again, you can watch that like a gladiator pit as all the little babies who are too young to walk and all their parents trying to win that free medal. Get over here. Come on. So it's actually a really fun thing, Diaper Dash. Very cute.
Did you watch a Diaper Dash while you cruised, Mike C?
Yeah, we did see that. We watched it actually from the atrium balcony down into the
gladiator pit.
I love watching that and Chip It Golf.
Chip It Golf is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we never get into the Diaper Dash?
Chip It Golf different from the miniature golf?
Oh yeah, they spread out an enormous mat in that.
Oh.
And then everybody tries to chip it, and whoever can get in the zone that the most points, they win, and it's fun to watch. So, yeah.
So a couple other tiny details. The Walt Disney World Swan Reserve Hotel is now open. You can have some great views from up at the top of that. And Tony Betty created an article for us. I am useless today. Created an article for us, did a video, I believe, on Twitter. So you can go see more of that. If you get the chance to go up to that top level during firework time, during Harmonious time, incredible views from up there. We put a video on Twitter. And it's pretty cool. Another hotel opening at Walt Disney World.
Over the weekend, Run Disney made its way back to in-person events down at Disney World, and our very own Rebecca Burbank was down there to take on the challenge. She shared a lot of videos, a lot of pictures via Twitter of the experience, the various characters that were waiting for them along the way. And just really a lot of fun. I've talked to several people who attended the event. They were really excited to finally be in person running an event on Disney property. Check out this medal. Really, I love this with the potion.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is almost enough to make me run a marathon, but not quite.
So lots of fun over there at Run Disney, and if you saw Cypher running, that would have been our very own Rebecca Burbank. I can't watch; it won't pop up for me now. Yep. So it's no head. I can't get it to pop up.
Oh, because you're not logged in.
Because I'm not logged in on that computer. Here, let me see if I can send you the link real quick, dude.
It's Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls.
Yep.
That's really funny. It's worth seeing. So she actually dressed up and ran the marathon?
Yeah, she did. Let me try and get it to you. Hang on.
That's just chaotic. I mean,
it's
she's
awesome.
a wonderful person.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
I barely dress up to come to work, and there she is. Did she do the actual marathon or the half?
This was a half marathon event, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a half marathon.
Sorry, the whole thing. So this is the wine and dine.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the princess.
No.
I wonder how many times a marathon would have to be halved for me to be able to run the whole thing.
Well, I was going to ask you that. What is your personal best for running distance?
I have not been running a lot lately. I used to run, but it's
Did you?
Hang on, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, just for exercise, but
Ta-da!
I've never done a marathon.
There it is. Becca is Bill Cipher. Oh, there you go.
Can I ask a dumb question? Who's Bill Cipher?
He's the main villain, the big bad from Gravity Falls.
Yep.
That's very
Jeffrey's
cute.
thinking about doing the Everest 5K. Far be it for me to ever dissuade anybody from running a Run Disney event because they're fantabulous. But I will tell you, Animal Kingdom is I find more challenging just because the park itself is a bit more, has more elevation changes, and it also has concrete that's not as smooth and whatnot to deal with than the other parks. So, just to toss that out there, talk to Run Disney people. They may have a recommendation if you've not done a 5K before, which one they would suggest as your first one. The Everest one, I'm trying to remember if that one's going to be the scavenger hunt or not. I know they have one coming up where they're going to have lots of scavenger hunt fun within it too. So, and they announced a springtime surprise event. We've got details here at Laughing Place about that. But Doobie, you actually did a run. You've done several Run Disney events. It's been
I'm a runner extraordinaire. I've done the Tower of Terror 5,
that was fun.
6.5K, the Tower of Terror 13K, and that's the extent of my Run Disney. Oh no, and I did an ESPN 5K.
Yep.
Yeah,
you did.
right.
You did it. ESPN.
Who did he finish the race with? Do you remember?
The
beach volleyball player.
Yeah, an Olympic volleyball player.
The ESPN 5K. I was near the back of the pack, and so they had a couple of Olympic people back there, and we finished the race with them. It was pretty cool.
And Tony also says that his last good run was for World of Color Fast Passes back 2010.
Clearly, we need a Laughing Place running team.
We do.
Start entering these events, Mike. What do you say?
They're fun. I haven't done one in a long time. The last one I did was a 10K when we first moved here, so that would have been almost a decade ago.
Do you think we can work up to a half marathon, Mike?
I'll start training now.
Okay.
I would aim for a 10K.
Well, we start at the 10K, but I think we can work up to a half marathon.
Okay. Do a half marathon. Go for it.
It's my goal.
I'd be more in favor of a Laughing Place bowling team.
Oh, I'm for that. I'm right there with you.
At Splitsville.
How about a Laughing Place drinking team? There we go.
What?
A drinking team.
No, thank you. Bowling sounds good. I like bowling. What about a softball team?
I would love a softball team. Apparently, kickball's a thing now.
Oh, hey, Jeremiah came in to smash that like button. Thank you, Jeremiah. We appreciate you.
Yes, we appreciate you more when you're the fourth square. But
so be sure and smash that like button, just like Jeremiah.
All right.
There is
another thing. Oh, I miss you. Oh, you're talking to him. There was another thing I wanted to mention. So Theme Park X, no P, Theme Park X, posted some incredible pictures on Twitter of Hogwarts at Universal Studios Beijing in China. and it has actual snow there, actual snow, and this just blew me away. And so let's check them out. I love when theme parks are covered in snow, but Harry Potterville, all the better. So
That's really neat.
it's pretty. It's got 4 pictures here. This is cool, literally. So cool.
Does this look? Do you wish you could experience this, Mike C?
Oh yeah, I love snow. My wife is not a cold weather person, but
Yeah.
I'm a snow guy, and I miss it.
I'm looking at this and grateful I'm not there. There's nothing about me that longs to be there.
They built a snow muggle, and so just really cool. I am not a snow person either, but I would love to see a theme park in the snow, like land. Go walk around the park for a while and then leave. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Just looks cold.
It doesn't, but it fits the theme of Harry Potter so well.
I would have to bring my rechargeable socks. Keep my feet warm.
She's got them. She really does.
Yes, I do.
So, anything else you guys wanted to mention before we shut this down? Just not the same without Jeremiah.
I know.
What else are we expecting to come out of this Disney Plus Day? We don't know like what specifically they're going to have at the parks as far as like characters or.
No, is there any Disney Plus exclusive character you would love to see?
I mean, it would be amazing if we had like a Mandalorian, Din Djarin walk around Grogu or whatever. Anybody from the Mandalorian would be pretty.
They should have gelatinous frog egg snacks.
Oh, gross! No.
I said that just in gross.
That is the grossest thing on Disney.
I need to figure out how to make those because we're going to be doing a live stream that day to talk about the various announcements and things that are happening on Disney Plus Day right here on Laughing Place, as well as bringing you from in the park kind of what stuff we spot going on there as well. But yeah, no, I need to figure out how to do like
that
gelatinous.
would be funny. I am excited to see what characters they do bring. There's so many cool ones. I hope they go beyond just Marvel, Star Wars. They're just some straight, maybe Tinny Failure could be there, or Noel, some of that kind of stuff would be really cool.
That'd be fun.
Bart Simpson at Disneyland. Can you imagine?
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
I think Universal has the
in California
market cornered on that.
Oh, yeah. Of course they do. Simpsons, right?
Yeah, but even so, but can you imagine? I mean, just because you mentioned it, can you imagine? I know it's not possible, but wow, that's just a wild thought.
So I went to a Disney Plus event when it launched. I think the day it launched, November 12th, 2019. Yeah.
Yes.
And the Simpsons were there, the characters, but I think they were the costumes from Universal. So I don't know how they arranged that, but
that was just a one-time
at the Grove,
a media event.
It was a media event at the Grove, right?
No, it was open to everybody. They were handing out the ears and some swag and stuff.
Yeah, I
remember they only have theme park rights. They only have theme park rights. They don't have shopping mall rights.
Right.
So. Anyone you'd like to see at Disney Plus? Any characters you'd like to see, Rebecca?
Me? Not really.
No.
I can't from the new Disney stuff. No. My thing is they're doing these wonderful pop-up movies at AMC. Surprise! We're showing you this, Disney movie. I wish they were doing Mandalorian. I would very much enjoy seeing Mandalorian on the big screen with other Disney fans or Star Wars fans. I think that would be fun awesome. to see it in that kind of setting.
That is long overdue. I am hoping to see Thomas Jefferson at the parks on Friday, or maybe Alexander Hamilton along with him. I think, and Peggy. I think this would be some really cool walk around characters, and I hope they make that happen. That would be exciting.
Yep. I suspect there'll be some Enchanted fun that day, right? Because that movie is finally coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, that's great.
That'll be part of the fun. So yeah.
Cool. Well, we will all find out on Friday. Tune in here, Laughing Place, because we will have people in both parks. We'll be tweeting and YouTubing, and maybe even some live streaming, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Mike Celestino. Thank you for nothing, Jeremiah. 22, that'd be cute.
And Gio wants the giraffe from the Animal Kingdom show. That's cool. Yeah, he wants 22 and Joel Gardner. And Jeremiah's busy.
All the characters from One Day at Disney, all the people they focused on, they should walk around.
That'd be nice.
Oh, I know what I want. I want Leslie Iwerks to be a meetable character.
That would be cool. That's actually a really good idea.
That would be fun. I like that idea. A meet and greet with Leslie
Iwerks. I'm sure she has something she can sell. Not that she's a mercenary, but just, that's what they do with these things. You sell something, you sign.
Yeah, totally. No, that'd be fun.
Not insulting Leslie Iwerks, goodness.
No, never. No. And very much enjoyed what she did.
I think I met her once. I think it was a long, long time ago when she was talking about doing this documentary.
Yes. A long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah. No, very long time ago.
Ooh, I read that wrong, Gio. The Bobs.
Gio wants the Bobs.
The Bobs to be there. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen either. All right, that's it.
I have a feeling. What's his name? Never mind. I blanked on his name. The chairman of Disney Parks.
Josh.
Josh D'Amaro.
Josh D'Amaro. I feel like I'd see him every time I go to Disneyland. So
you will.
I bet he'll be there.
Yeah.
I'd be very shocked if he's not there. Bob Chapek may be there because this is the ultimate IP in the parks.